Hello, Geminis, and welcome to your November 2025 reading. This month we are in Scorpio season. We have, therefore, the new moon in Scorpio at the end of the month of November 20th. And we have our beautiful full moon in Taurus on the 6th of November as we come into the month. And like I was saying on the other signs, is that it's always an axe, on the astrological wheel. And this axe is all about, on one side, Taurus, of this is my worth, this is my value, this is solid, this is what I'm investing in, this is what I can count on, that will grow and expand. And on the other side, Scorpio, this is what needs to transform, this what needs to die, this is what needs to transmute, exchange with others or whatever. So this is a very interesting polarity that we have right now. And the time frame also being in the northern hemisphere, in November, we've reaped all of our seeds and fruits and things like that. And from them, we will make the choice between this I continue to invest in. I will plant the seeds of this apple next year and make a tree, or this wheat or this rice. And these I discard or I cook. I will take in. This, again, my body will do the same thing, like digestion. This I keep, I extract, and I evacuate the rest. So it's all about this process. What I keep, what I invest, what I process and evacuate. A month of digestion. So also digestion of what we've went through during the year, what we are deciding to keep, transform, just keep the wisdom of it. Like we would keep, the body would just keep the vitamins and minerals. We will keep the wisdom of it and evacuate the rest. This is what November is all about. So, Gemini, let's see what the tarot says you're gonna might have to deal with being a Gemini during this season. All right. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me give Geminis a reading to help them on their best path for the month of November 2025. November 2025. Okay, let's see. Give me 3 cards for Gemini. 3 cards for Gemini. Ooh, all right. Okay. So, I have the 4 of Swords. I have the Ace of Wands with the Star and the 2 of Wands in reverse. So that little story says, I am healing. I am healing my past disappointments and heartaches. I'm completely conscious of how these beliefs, these words, these thoughts have been hurting me, sabotaging me, betraying me, how I've been betrayed, all of these things. Okay, I'm conscious of it. 10 of Swords. The universe is sending me right now a new way to bring my energy. Maybe a new passion or just a new fire. And fire is our willpower, it's our spirit, it's the energy that we have. So it's our courage, it's our capacity to, give us the fuel and the will to bring life to an idea, bring life to a decision, bring life to an aspiration. Here I have the star. So that tells me that you're in the process of releasing what is no longer, so that you can be as much as possible in your authenticity. So that means that Ace of Wands really resonates with who you truly are. And that's the power of the star card. You see, she's naked. She doesn't have any clothes. So she doesn't have any personal reality at this point. Personality. It's her. She's the soul having a human experience. She's carrying the waters that are receptors of events, frequencies, vibrations, and so on. She carries it and pours it, but she's constantly aligned with who she truly is, with her soul, with her high spirit, with her higher self. Call it like you want. So by being always aligned, she's not mistaking her patterns with herself, her reactions with her higher self. So that's why when we receive something with the star, we know that it is really in our resonating with the authenticity of ourselves. So here, Ace of Wands comes, but I am not conscious on how to use it, take it. Maybe I haven't seen it yet, but I'm not ready to just grab it and add on to my new path. I'm just starting the consciousness thing. Maybe I'm still in my mausoleum. I'm still in my tomb thinking about all the times I was screwed and all of that. I'm not ready yet to get out of my comfort zone and starting to bring this new passion, fire, whatever it is, in a completely different way. I'm at that point right now. Okay. Let's continue. At the point where maybe my Saturn is ready to release that Three of Swords. I am ready to release that Three of Swords. It's not Saturn doing it. But Saturn right now is in Pisces, in deep waters. So probably showing you this. Although you're conscious of it, really being conscious of beliefs that hurt our hearts. And then being willing with fire. And that can be anger, that can be just pure willpower to release these beliefs is a second step. First, I'm conscious of it. Then my soul is aligning me and giving me the power to walk another path where it's not guided in this prison or in this pattern with the Three of Swords. So maybe a lot of you will release these beliefs. Beliefs that hurt our heart are usually they arrived during a trauma, something that wounded us anyway. And it's the conclusion we drew. So sometimes there are conclusions we drew when we were 5 years old. We did not have the consciousness we have now back then. So the conclusions are usually very, I'm not good enough, nobody loves me, others have talent but not me. And this sticks. And as long as we believe in it, we're just going to survive in that small box. And that prison of matrix. But once we identify the lie, then we need to release it so that we can have a completely different program that would be much more in our power. Then it's like, I choose what I believe, The magician has like the 4 elements on his table, but he masters the 4 elements. So it's not, I believe that because that's the truth and there's only one truth and I am slave to that truth because it's my experience. No, he knows that every truth, every perception gives a different reality. And he is at a point where he can choose which one he's going to use, to choose the experience he's going to have here. So he's not dependent on the conclusions he drew on his trauma, the thing that the trauma limits him to. So then life can flow through him in a much more natural, growing, expanding way of his choosing. Okay, let's see. Do I have a 3rd card? Spirit for Gemini. All right, we finish with the Emperor. And here I have the Queen of Cups in reverse. That's interesting. And that's probably because there's things that we're not ready to release here. Queen of Cups in reverse. This is all about what I allow. And if I have this belief that something is impossible for me, I cannot take that outside of my comfort zone step if I still believe it's not possible for me. So I will not allow that frequency to come in. I will not be receptive to it. Let's clarify. To clarify, I am using the Crow Tarot. Okay, it's just called that, the Crow Tarot. It's a beautiful tarot of crows, and I think it fits very well with November. So let's see what these little messengers can tell us. All right. So the fact that we see the devil there, that means that you're ready to, quit a karma, quit a pattern, a limiting pattern of survival, being in prisoner of the matrix instead of master of it. When the Queen of Cups doesn't release old waters, she can only manifest from the waters she's had. And waters, of course, it's memory. It dictates our vibration. It dictates what we have access to. Has a big impact. Okay, let's look at the star. So the fact that the star is there right here at the beginning of the month, you've had this extra energy. Oh, Temperance. Sorry. Okay. So there we have Temperance. Look at that, how beautiful that is. In Temperance, it's the mixing of the waters. It's also our house of belief, Sagittarius, 9th house. And what does the belief have to do with the water? It's because it's our core belief and how we can expand our belief. And, Sagittarius being a fire sign, why is Temperance there? It's because it's that alignment of integrity, so that our core belief is the same as our higher self. And the only way that this can be disturbed, okay, is if we have harsh, crystallized impact traumas in our waters. So that even if the divine, the universe sends high frequencies, our receptive capacity, the water, it hits it and it's going to distort it to fit the belief, to fit the traumas, because that's where, it's going to stain it. or it's going to disrupt the frequency. So what we emanate and what our reality is going to fit this and not this. So temperance is always that alignment to be in our authenticity, the authenticity of our higher self, not the authenticity of our trauma or our ego. So it's all about that. So expanding ourselves past our story, past our limiting belief is the role of the ninth house. And so here, temperance. The star probably brought you an insight that's going to help you change your core belief. And here we have, with this, the Nine of Swords. So change your core belief on things that brought you anxiety, worry, fears, and things like that. So those swords that come up in the night, because you have them in you. Probably you have them, they're all from when you got hurt and you're trying to heal. So even though the universe is sending you a flame, an energy, because we can change a belief with fire, because it's like, no, this is not happening, or no, I'm not going there, when we see our mind going somewhere. But right now, it's like you don't know how to apply it. Show me the devil here. What is this? Oh, that was quick. Okay. So here we have the Ace of Cup. With new water, I can change my frequency. So the cup is there, but I need to be able to take it. It's the ace, and the ace is still in the hand of God. It's that potential that is there. I have the Chariot. Look how beautiful it is. And the Five of Swords in reverse. So there it is upright. And the Five of Swords, that's Venus in Aquarius. Venus, the frequency of unconditional love and abundance, needs to be received in us. I need the receptacle, my waters, to be able to absorb unconditional love and worth. Five of Swords would say, no, no, no. I still remember when you weren't there and it hurt like hell, so I don't trust you anymore. I can't even perceive it. So the leftovers will be that leftover self-talk that destroys the new path before you embark on it. The Chariot is the opportunity to move past it, to finally realign the shadow and the light, the inner world and the outer world, the invisible and the visible, the feminine, the masculine, the receptive and the active, to align them in one truth. So, Queen of Cups in reverse. What is happening with this? Why is she there? I think it's going to be different for different Geminis. Some of you will be able to do that this month. Others, maybe it's going to drag a bit towards Sagittarius season. But here during Scorpio season, yeah, all right. Again with the glasses, I have the High Priestess. This is a soul lesson. What's that number? Oh my God. Oh, it's the King of Pentacles? Oh, it's the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. We're continuing grounding things. High Priestess. We have the spiritual understanding. Look how beautiful she is. We have the spiritual understanding that will allow us to move forward. But maybe for some of us, we'll be stuck in our head. 8 of Swords. Yes, but, yes, but. So the mental discussion still happening inside. Being Gemini, we're not surprised. So there's a call, there's an access to new water, to new fire, to break a pattern, to break a prison, a Saturn prison, to finally release old traumas. But we might still be stuck in our head. For some of us, some of you, others maybe will get it and will be able to take back control on their Queen of Cups, embody the spiritual understanding, and move forward. So I'm going to call this, don't get stuck in your head. Because you have the fire now. Try to see what you look like without these beliefs, without these traumas. The ones that are coming, the ones that are entrapping you in survival mode. Yeah, because this is the opportunity to get out of survival mode. Out of your head. Getting out of your head. Or out of survival. Yeah, that is more accurate. All right. It's just a title. So on this, my beautiful Geminis, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and all of that. If you want a private reading, of course, you go on the website, mysticwitchtarot.com. You'll have access to different types of readings, the tarot course, the tarot book on the Tree of Life and Tarot, and so on. Thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. Of course, it helps more than you think. And on the new moon and the full moon, I ask the divine to give you back in the shape that is the most beneficial for you. And on this, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and please subscribe to help grow the channel. Have an amazing month of November. All my love and light, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.